The showdown between the Warriors and the Nuggets wasn't just another regular season game. It felt like a warning shot fired right across the bow. In the vast expanse of the NBA, nothing strikes fear into the hearts of Nuggets fans more than the term "Nonic minutes." And in the season's final matchup between Denver and Golden State, this phrase was once again proven to hold weight as a significant weakness was exposed. Let's dive into a breakdown of the strategies, moves, and calculated risks that defined this dramatic clash, which may be a preview of what's to come when these two meet in the postseason. To kick things off, after a hard-fought win over the Lakers, the Warriors faced the Nuggets in a back-to-back set. Coach Steve Kerr opened the game with a pin-down play for Moses Moody on the right wing. Moody hit a three-pointer to set the tone, but Christian Braun wasn't going to let the Warriors get too comfortable. Brown's offensive rebound and trip to the line got the Nuggets off to a solid start, and the physicality was evident right from the jump. Nikola Jokic, the reigning MVP, was content to give Draymond Green space on the ball, but that didn't mean Golden State wasn't finding their rhythm. The Warriors' motion offense and Steph Curry's gravity were opening up passing lanes for Draymond to get easy baskets, with Green finding the right spots at the right times. There's something almost poetic about the way Kerr's system flows, utilizing every player's strengths to perfection. Take a look at the play where Curry hid behind Brown, giving the illusion of a clean passing lane to Jokic. Strategic genius. Jokic was being given single coverage early on, and despite being shaded by Green on the help side, he managed to score effortlessly at times. However, in a battle of giants, it was clear Draymond was in for a tough night against the Joker. Their physical confrontation was intense, with both players vying for dominance on the court. But one of the most telling moments of the game came when Jokic made a quick spin move on Green, only for Draymond to recover with a stunning block. That play, right in the middle of the first quarter, was an early statement of what was to come. As Golden State looked to extend their lead, Coach Mike Malone decided to deploy more length, putting bigger defenders on Curry and Jokic. However, the Warriors responded by moving the ball with surgical precision. On one key possession, Curry found Green cutting to the basket for an easy layup, despite the Nuggets' best attempts at closing out on shooters. The Warriors were executing their offense to perfection, and Jokic could only watch as Green and Curry worked seamlessly together. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate Draymond's contributions that don't always show up in the box score. His leadership on the defensive end, the way he orchestrated the flow of Golden State's offense, and his impact in those critical moments, all played a huge role in stifling Denver's rhythm. For example, his hustle on a crucial loose ball that led to a fast break was nothing short of outstanding. Another critical play came midway through the second quarter when Draymond made a clutch steal off Jokic and then immediately pushed the ball to Curry for a transition three, defensive genius turning into offensive execution. As the game unfolded, Denver's transition defense continued to falter, and Golden State exploited those weaknesses. Curry's impeccable off-ball movement and deadly shooting, combined with Draymond's elite defense, turned the game in the Warriors' favor. Jokic, despite playing with his usual brilliance, was starting to feel the pressure as the Dubs doubled him at every turn. One play that perfectly encapsulated Golden State's defensive adjustment came when Curry pressured Jokic at the top of the key, forcing him into a tough shot. The Warriors' defense, stifling as always, was denying Jokic his usual rhythm. The first half ended with Golden State making a statement. Their ability to adjust to Denver's offense, stifling Jokic's effectiveness, and forcing turnovers, gave them a 6-point lead heading into halftime. The Nuggets were caught flat-footed in the second quarter, where they were outscored 32-6 by the Warriors. That stretch was one of the most telling sequences of the game, showing that the Warriors' defense can turn on a dime when it matters most. It was a display of pure defensive will from the Warriors, who had finally found their rhythm. When the third quarter came around, Denver made some adjustments, with Jokic attempting to carry his team on his back. But Golden State was relentless. The Warriors' defense was suffocating, and Jokic, despite his efforts, couldn't find much room to breathe. One of the key moments came when Jokic, after backing down Green in the paint, tried to spin for a shot, only for Draymond to perfectly time his block again. This type of defensive timing was crucial in keeping Jokic from finding any rhythm. Denver tried to get back into the game with some impressive individual plays, particularly from Michael Porter Jr., but the Warriors' offense was too potent. Curry's shooting and Green's defensive prowess were too much for Denver to handle. As the game wore on, the Warriors continued to dominate. Steph Curry hit a string of clutch shots, including one of his signature deep threes, further sealing the Nuggets' fate. The Warriors were in full control, and Denver had no answers. Despite their struggles, Jokic and his teammates never stopped fighting, but in the end, the Warriors were simply too much. Another key sequence late in the game came when Curry drew a foul from Porter Jr. while hitting a three, converting the 4-point play, an absolute dagger that left the Nuggets deflated. In the final minutes, Curry's offensive brilliance came to the forefront once again. His ability to move without the ball, his quick release on threes, and his vision as a playmaker were all on display. The Warriors were in full control, and Denver had no answers. Despite Jokic's best efforts to control the game, the Nuggets were no match for Golden State's relentless intensity. The Warriors held their ground and continued to punish every mistake. With Curry, Green, and Butler all working in tandem, it was clear that the Nuggets were outmatched in this one. With a 24-point victory, the Warriors proved once again that they can hang with the best when everything clicks. And as they look ahead to the postseason, their performance against the Nuggets sent a clear message to the rest of the NBA. Golden State might just be gearing up to make another deep playoff run. The Nuggets, on the other hand, have some serious adjustments to make if they want to compete at the highest level. What did you think of the Warriors' defensive intensity? Could the Nuggets have done anything differently to slow down Curry and Green? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So, if you've made it this far, consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. It would really mean a lot. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day.